All right. Hey, Ravi.
Hi, Ram.
Hey, Raj. Welcome back.
Thanks.
So, how has it been so far?
It's good. Awesome. Doing great.
All right. If you could just quickly recap on what happened, where we have reached till now. What is the journey that you have just now traversed? If you could quickly
We just
recap
begun
on.
the transformational journey. It's going good so far.
Mhm.
With all the things that we have done in the past, I was able to make out what are my baselines. Basically, my baselines are respect, challenge, honesty, success, thankfulness, and encouragement. So, looking at these, previous decisions that I have made in my life, I was able to understand why things went right and why things went wrong. So that is something, it's a kind of a revelation that I am going through.
Fantastic. You made a very valid point. In fact, that's one of the key areas or the key outcome of being aware of these baselines. So, where we are able to use these baselines or how it has been helpful in our past is the decisions that you have made so far, whatever decision that we have taken so far is based on the kind of baselines that we have been, we had within us, right? So that is something which the previous exercise helped you. That's the what you just now spoke about, how it had helped you.
Correct.
These baselines. Fantastic. So anything that you would like to share, Naveen, about your understanding
in
of
agreement with Raj and also what you've been telling us. In the previous activity, I've come up with my baselines based on the online activity which we did.
Right. Right.
So my baselines are family, humor, faith, professional, leadership, and truth. When I analyzed on some of the aspects concerned to my life and correlated to baselines, it was very easy and simple for me to picturize as to why things were not working out or why things were working out as expected. So that gives me, a key to a lot of success in most of the things I would explore at home or at office. So that's been the experience so far.
Very good. Yeah, that's exactly was the expected outcome of the previous activity. So we'll move on with the next set of activity that we will focus now. It's called as baseline expressions. So what it means here is that you will think of the base for us is the wheel of life. That's going to be a reference point where you have already looked at your areas where you have been doing good, where you need to improve upon, where you are happy, not happy. All that has already shown you a mirror to you.
Yes, we got the picture.
Right? Where you are good at. So reflect upon that wheel of life and look at looking at the wheel of life. You need to do this activity where express or where you have been able to express those baselines in the specific areas of life.
Okay.
Just look at it. For example, it could be your finances, it could be a personal life, career, spirituality, fun, recreation. Like you have 8 or 9 parameters. Just look at it and look at your baselines, right? For example, he has mentioned family is something which he topmost priority for him as a baseline.
Yes.
So look at that family where it is being expressed. You have been able to express that particular baseline in the wheel of life, where you have been able to relate to it very closely. That's exactly what it says. You should be able to, in each area of life where it is very close to you, close to your heart. Just look at it and list it down, and we'll come back on it after that. Okay. I have few questions to ask after that. Just take a quick look at it. Describe all the, at one place you look at wheel of life and write down all the
Questions.
baselines what you have. Just associate with it. Okay. It's not necessary that all the baselines should be expressed in all the wheel of all the areas of the wheel of life. Not necessary. Wherever you feel you are confident, wherever you have been able to do it, just associate with it and just come back.
Oh, sure.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right.
Sure.
Done with it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Fantastic. Okay. So, so how has it been? How was the experience? What did you feel when you were going through that?
No, it's actually something which I had already analyzed, which which I shared with you, right?
Mhm.
This activity took me deeper into that analysis and made a lot of revelations for me. And I'm sure this is going to help me in also making the wheel of life look like a wheel, which I told you initially it is not looking like a wheel, right? So it was really good. I was able to spend a good amount of time on all the different areas of wheel of life where all baselines have been expressed explicitly.
If you could just quickly run
Sure.
through.
I some of the areas was one start with the career in business. I've always been professional in my business and had faith in my skills and my talent, with which I also developed good leadership qualities. So professionalism, faith, leadership, all of these my baselines. So that is what these are the baselines which has brought me up in
Right.
my career and life. So I could relate there. And friends and family. Family, no doubt, as I said, is my topmost baseline and fits like a T to this area of life also. So family has been the greatest asset in life, and of course, strength in terms of success and also in terms of difficulty in my career, and humor is also another baseline of mine that actually goes in the family also.
I know that. I mean, I have already experienced it. Being with you in the last few weeks,
Yes.
I've already experienced it. How much.
Absolutely. So, if you are saying that, then it's a big validation seal that these baselines
True.
are being expressed really well.
True.
And health and fitness, most of the times, being truthful and following a professional regime wherever I have done. I need to restart that now. But whenever I have done it in my life,
Okay.
that has yielded me
Good
results. So these are some of the places where I could express it really well.
Fantastic. So one thing that if you reflect on those areas where you've been happy, so probably you need to validate it and express that whatever decisions that you have made in those areas have been successful so far.
Yes.
Or rather than saying successful,
It's
you have
worked
been,
out.
it has worked out for you.
Yes.
Right? So
Yes.
that's exactly the correlation that we were talking about.
Yeah, I could make out that when I was
Right.
doing this activity,
Right.
that correlation and it having worked out for me is very, very clear, crystal clear.
Fantastic. Good. Raj, you would like to share your experience
certainly,
in this activity?
when I looked at the wheel of my life, when I did that activity, the wheel is so badly messed up, and it's like, oh my god, is this my wheel of life? Okay, I mean, I only see very few areas that I have to work on, but then it's still not the circle. So, looking at my baselines and the activity which you just wanted me to do, I enjoyed this activity for sure. One thing is, I'm very strong when it comes to family. I got great support from my wife, great support from my parents, and they are supportive at all stages. It's when I fail in something, they don't give up on me. When I win something, they still they don't show that high pride, saying okay, it's you've done it, okay, holding that head high and then showing that pride. We don't really make noise. It's like okay, being humble, being grounded. So that is something I've learned from my parents. So this is in this context, my baselines are very strongly expressed. And another part of the wheel of life, if I want to say, relationship. My relationship with my wife has been very strong from day one till now. It's been like more than 9 years that I've spent my married life, and my bonding with her has been really great. And whatever it is, we fight, we love each other, and then whatever it is, if there is any uncomfortable situations where discussion has to be made, we'll sort it out the same day. It's not like I'll drag it. Every day it has to be a new start, and we follow this rule each other, and every day it should be good for us.
Fantastic. So that's a good point that you made. So what is that baseline that is being expressed in the personal life or in your life?
My topmost priority, respect.
Respect.
So we respect each other so well. I'll give her space and privacy, and she does the same for me,
Okay.
and will not mess with her feelings, and that will keep our bonding really good. And we could see it happening in my son as well. So we give him that space, and he will not feel pressurized. He'll tell stories after coming back from school saying, my friends are going through this tough time, their parents are beating. So all these stories make him realize that we are not doing similar incidents for him. So he's happy. So these are certain contexts where the baselines are being strongly expressed.
Fantastic. That's a good, probably, it's a revelation, or you were able to
Correlate.
being aware of it, that helped you get aware of it. Fantastic. So let's move on to the next activity, which is called as non-expression, where you're not being able to express yourself in the same area of life.
Okay.
Baselines not being expressed.
Baselines, same
not being
baselines,
expressed.
all the baselines. You only focused on where you were able to express. Let's also look at where you have not been able to express, so that you can take certain actions, so that for your wheel to look much more come into a proper shape of a wheel. Where why? Because you have not been expressive, where your decisions have not been effective or right decisions, because of which it has not been in a proper shape. So we'll look into it. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. We'll sync up next week.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you so much.